The veteran referee, Mr. Paul Crossley, about to get this one underway. 3 5-minute rounds if they need them in the Cage Warriors middleweight division. Mario Mingaj in the black. Qendrim Pallata in the orange, black, white, red. The dual flags there of his native Albania and the UK, where he currently resides and trains.
Yeah, Mingaj just coming out here fast with a stiff jab to start and tries with the head kick. Pallata here, right left hook. The jab is super quick from Mingaj.
Pallata can certainly get those hands moving when he needs to. Let's see if he can find an opening here.
Stiff jab to the body. Slow kick there from Pallata. I'd like to see Mingaj just throw 2 or 3 behind that single jab, follow up with a right hand.
Well, we talked about it a lot last night, and we'll talk about it more tonight. Certainly those Cage Warriors prize fighter tournaments coming up later this year, and we've got 2 undefeated prospects here. A big win could potentially get them into those qualifying rounds. Pallata trying a nice overhand there. Closes the distance now.
Mingaj just turning his body for a neutral mat, doesn't quite get it. Pallata with the outside trip, knee up the middle. He's got one hand around the back, one dropped in for a double leg now. Hands are clasped, look for Mingaj to go for a big ride if he gets his hands below his hips. Mingaj just trying to step across for Haragoshi, doesn't quite get it. Pallata with the body lock here. Yeah, and I just think it's the wrong type of takedown if you're Pallata against such a tall guy like Mingaj. Mingaj is trying for a flying triangle here. I don't think he meant to pull guard. He's just put himself in a bad position. I think he meant to try throw the leg over for a triangle. Didn't quite get it.
Yeah, he didn't quite clear the arm there, and this is a bad spot when you've got a guy like Pallata who can really let loose with some heavy ground and pound on top of you. Did note the 2 triangle wins on the Italian's record, though, so Pallata going to have to watch those legs. There we go.
Yeah, Mingaj doing a good job of putting the feet on the hips here, trying to get a nice high guard. So look for him to set up an arm. Probably a bit difficult to do from where his head is against the fence. But look for him to put his left foot on the hip, create a little bit of space. You can see him pushing down on the left wrist with his hand. So he is trying to set up this triangle here. He's going on the hook the leg for the armbar.
Pallata really going to have to mind his P's and Q's in this position.
He's doing a good job here of defending so far. He's got to be careful that he doesn't leave any arms out straight just like this. And Mingaj makes the twist for the armbar here. He's going to underhook the leg. Shots from top here from Pallata. He's still in a bad position with his head down like this. I would like to see him drop his hips in, get some good posture, even break that guard. Because at the minute, Mingaj has options here for triangles, arm bars, even rolling through for normal Pallata, or back on for a knee bar.
Mingaj won his last fight via triangle in the first round. Sure, he'd like to see a repeat of that here, but Pallata able to tee off now.
Yeah, you can see that's what he wants, is the triangle. Any chance he's getting, he's going for the wrist. And he has that high guard, so Pallata making him work here.
Keep working, Red.
Again, trying to hook that leg, trying to find an angle.
Watch their heads.
It looks like Mingaj is going to be pretty comfortable in this position should it happen again in the second round. Certainly doesn't look to be in any distress or panic there, and as we say, multiple triangles on your record, you're going to feel that way.
Not the smartest idea of Mingaj is to jump for a triangle if it's not, if it wasn't completely on, but he did try something, didn't quite work out for him. They seem to be happy enough to be on top, and you know, he didn't let Mingaj do what he wanted on the ground, so I think he's confident enough being in the top position if it goes there again. But I would like to see Mingaj use that jab a lot more. It's lightning quick, he is landing it. You can set up those kicks with that jab and keep him on the end of the jab. You're a taller fighter, you've got a bigger range, longer range, just keep him on the end of that jab. 1-2 is very smart for you. Like he's crashing through air here instead of just flicking out the jab, landing it, and then sending the right hand behind it. He's rushing in, and now he's ended up in the same position we were in the first. And I would look to see him jump for this triangle again, but he has that wrist control on the left side. Looks like he's going to set up a jump over the top if he can get his hands down. Now went to the underhook instead, and look for him to step across here for the Haragashi. He did attempt it in the first round.
It looked like the Italian was maybe trying to separate there, but he's now ended up with his back on the cage again. Couple of short knees from Pallata. Tries for the takedown.
And there's that wrist control again. Steps across for the Haragashi, doesn't quite get across the hips. I would like to see him double up that jab every time he throws it. Double up the jab, send the right hand down the pipe. His corner is calling from the jab. Every time he throws it, he is landing here, so I don't know why he just doesn't throw it here all night.
I didn't know you spoke Italian.
I can understand jab, jab, jab.
And this is a much better range. Mario here, able to use those long limbs, but again, he's decided to engage in close quarters. Oh, looking for a sacrifice throw that doesn't pay off.
Yeah, has a half butterfly guard here on bottom. I'd look for Pallata just to posture up, push down on the right knee, create a little bit of space over to the right side and pass to the guard, even past the half guard, because you can do so much more work from half guard rather than a butterfly guard or full guard. Back step around the guard, has himself in half guard here. This is a much better position than the half butterfly that he was in. Knee shield here from Mingaj. From the back step out of that guard. Then as he back steps, he's going to forward step into the mount. Mingaj just gets it back to full guard here. You can see Mingaj setting up the triangle here from the wrist control. You can see him climbing that right leg up a little bit higher, forcing that wrist down.
More work.
And it'll not be getting any easier to lock on these submissions. The more the fight wears on, the sweatier these guys get. Urgency may be key here for the Italian. Staying very active on the bottom.
Yeah, I think Pallata is clever here though as well. He knows that Mingaj is trying to set up the triangle, and he's just not letting him push that wrist through the middle, and he has his elbow blocked. Look for him to get the arm bar.
Nice up kick there.
Pallata's got to be careful of this left up kick.
Very close there, but a huge job at him right. Took a bit of a gamble there, Paul, it paid off.
Yeah, but it's just, you know, lands back in that full guard, and now he's in a triangle position here. He has the angle on it. I think this is tight. This is
submission!
Finally gets it.
Unbelievable!
I think that's 4 or 5 triangle attempts. gets it in the end. He knew what he wanted. Good for him.
Pallata, so maybe a bit of ring rust there, playing into it, but a beautiful setup there, Paul. Cuts the angle beautifully, and you can already see Pallata tapping there.
Yeah, as soon as Mingaj goes underneath the leg and hooks around the knee, it's super tight. You can see him just change the complete angle there. It doesn't take too long for Pallata to tap.
One more look at this finish. Mario Mingaj with a beautiful triangle choke to kick things off here at Cage Warriors 168. There's the tap, that's all she wrote. And here's Mr. Hal Chaplin in the cage to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Paul Crossley, puts a stop to this contest after 4 minutes and 25 seconds of round number 2 to claim your winner by way of triangle choke in the blue corner, Mario Mingaj.
Incredible, calm, composed, collected performance from Mario Mingaj on his Cage Warriors debut. Remains undefeated, moves to 6-0 as a professional, the man representing Pompeo team